Right. Good morning, team. Morning, afternoon, I guess. Wherever you're situated in the world, just making sure we're all set, ready to go. Making sure our bits and pieces are working. We're going to be in frame, etc., etc. It looks pretty good. I think we got it. Might just maybe just pull that there a little bit. All right, that'll do. That'll get us right. Okie dokie. So let's just make a couple of adjustments. Where are we? Be there today. Welcome, everyone. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We actually haven't done. I was looking back over some of our workout stuff, and we actually haven't done some sort of I guess just some minute pieces. We've done some different bits and pieces. We've done some sort of 90 seconds, that type of thing. But I thought, okay, well, let's just chuck in some minutes today. But at the same time, we're not. I'm still not in my. From what we're doing here, I'm really just going to leave it up to you guys to do all your sort of real max work. Okay, like real, just punch it out as fast as you can go, sort of 500 stuff. If you're working up to like races and bits and pieces, because ultimately, if you're working towards like a 2K or you want to do 1,000 meter or something like that, the idea is to do some pieces, that are quite difficult, 500s or even the minutes, and do them quite maxed out, but then have a decent amount of rate of period in between. Okay, so if you're going to max it out, then have 2 or 3 minutes off. Okay, so it allows the body to just get back and tune, and you're only going to do about 4 or 6 of them, or maybe 6 or 8, depending. But with what we're trying to achieve here is we're still working a lot on our technique and our form and the focus and the way that we're doing it. Okay, and working through each piece and repeating to try and make one better than the other, that sort of thing. So this is more training focused rather than specific sort of race focused stuff. Okay, and plus, if we were to do that, the amount of work we're doing is pretty short. But you can actually let me know, like if you say, hey, I'd actually love to do some sort of, two like 500s. The problem is we can't really do 500s here because we'll just get so out of time. Okay, unless we reset the machine every time, that sort of thing, and then some people will be finished, some people won't, and hence why the time and aspect has to be what we work on while we're on the stream. Okay, but that's basically it. Okay. What the focus of today's workout will be, if you have a look, we've got 12 minute on, minute offs. Okay, we're going to do 3 sets at 30. Okay, then 32, 34, and then 36. So as we get through them, the fatigue's going to build up. We're going to start feeling worse. Okay, and it's all about this: mind over matter, focus our technique, and free speed. Okay, we'll really be working on just finding the rhythm, tapping it along. Okay, getting to speed as quickly as we can, and then maintaining. Okay, being as efficient as possible. And that's really crucial as we start getting up further and further in these pieces. Probably once we're about sort of 6, 7, 8, 9, the focus has to be on maintenance. Okay, because I'll take a 2K for example, because we all love to do a 2K. The fact is, in the third 500 meters of a 2K is where you make or break your time. Okay, so if you start slowing down too much in that third 500 meters, you can never make it up. Okay, first 500 is pretty easy. Second 500, mentally it's tough. Physically, it should be okay. Third 500 is make or break. Okay, I'll use round numbers here. You're trying to hit an 8-minute 2K, and you do 1:59, then a 2 minutes. If you do a 2:03 in the third 500, and then try and expect to do a 1:56, 1:57 last 500, Probably not going to happen. Okay, just because you're buggered. Okay, and so the consistency of what we're trying to achieve is what we'll be doing today in the workout. Is just by once we get out, it's about trying to do the speed as efficiently as we can, focusing on the flow. Any part of the stroke that we don't have to move, like we don't have to work, when we get the hands away and we let the machine take us forward, focus. Okay, cool. Watching the splits on the screen, and just when they're sitting there, leave them. Okay, don't add anything. And if it does start slowing down, the focus will be on not trying to work harder, but just move things a little bit more freer, okay, a little bit quicker. And just to try, and it doesn't matter because we're going to be focusing, you'll be focusing more on my voice probably today than you will be on the actual video, just because it's shorter and whatever. If you feel like and we'll talk about this, I'm going to make a note of it. And when we start getting up to this 34 and stuff, if we're going to be tired, we're going to be getting up. So when you are in this third 500 meter of a 2K, the idea is to, if you can't hold the splits on the screen, okay, people work harder. Wrong. Okay, don't work harder, work more. Okay, now that's oxymoron. Move the hands, free it up, go up half a point in rating, go up 1 point in rating. So then all of a sudden you're actually doing less power per stroke, you're just doing another stroke per minute. Okay, and that's really the situation that we want to find ourselves in. So once we start getting right up into this last one at 36, we're going to be pretty toasted. Okay, and so the idea is if we're slowing down, round numbers here again, you're trying to hold 2 minutes and it starts going up to 201, okay, keep focusing up to 202, free it up, okay, go up to 37 and just see if you can tap it along. Don't worry about the length, that sort of thing, just free it up a little bit quicker and see if the speeds come back down. So for you not thinking about working harder, you've just got a little bit more freedom, okay? And that's fine for sort of a minute or 2 minute period. That may be 3 minutes max, which is what sort of starts to happen towards the end of that, like that third 500 meter. Okay, that's manageable. Okay, if we're starting to think that after like 2 or 3 minutes before the 1,000, probably in a world of hurt, it's not gonna work. Okay, so that's going to be us today. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a pretty good warm up. Now I've spoken about this. We normally do 3 or 4 minutes. I did speak about it, I think, last week, maybe the week before, about how we warm up into a piece like this, whether you're going to do like specific race pieces. Okay, we'll spend 3 or 4 minutes just building up our pace, just building up our speed till we get to sort of our training numbers, okay, which you guys should know, okay, whatever we sort of hold around that 20, 22, just pushing it down on there. And then we'll just do a series of sort of 1 minute, 45 second at 24, 26, 28. We'll do a couple of 30 seconds just at 30, moving the hands. Okay, and that's probably about 10 to 12 minutes of warm up. Okay, so without further ado, because we don't want to be here all day, we want to get this done. That's going to be the goal. Okay, so make sure everything's set, ready to rock and roll, and then we're just going to be straight into it. Okay, so jump on now. What you normally do, okay, with the warm up. As you'll see, I'm always bloody working this old body of mine. We're just going to warm into it. Okay, warming with the body. And then once we've started getting this heart rate up, everything in check, then we'll start to push it on and just get prepared. Okay, the ultimate aim of any warm-up is to be prepared for your piece, to be able to commit to it in the best possible way right from the start. Okay, so we don't use the workout itself as part of our warm-up, because then effectively we're just sort of taking away time of specific good work to be able to put into our from our workout itself as part of the warm-up. Okay, the first one's a bit of a feeling piece, but it's not like, I'll use the first couple to get warmed up and then I'll be right. Okay, you're just wasting a little bit of our time. We want to be effective right from the first one. Okay, so now that we're out to length, just slowly over the next couple of minutes, just start feeling how smooth and efficient we are. Good hang. Shaking things out. Just remember as well, if you're warming up, you think you need to stop and stretch, okay, then do so. I think we spoke about this months ago. I'm not a big fan of stretching before training, okay? I feel like you want to build into it, get the muscles just into the space that they can, get the blood flowing, and then take a stretch, okay? If the muscles are cold, you haven't moved them, okay? Sometimes you can actually force yourself into an injury by stretching before you've actually done any of the work itself. Okay, so focus these long arms, the hang. Nice. Okay, and just keep pushing down onto our speed. Feeling that press. Okay, and feel these bodies just opening out. Initiate with the feet. Feel that body hinging off the hip. Good. Nice. Okay, good. So my heart rate's coming up. I'm now sitting on the splits that I'd like to hold at 28. Okay. So in about 20 seconds, we're going to go up. We're going to do a minute at 24. Okay, so just free it up. Feel that little bit more squeeze. Move with the machine. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. So breathe into it. Find the rhythm. Okay, not trying to set records on the speed. We're just really trying to work in the muscles, to the shape, the form that we want to hold. Okay, good. Feel that push, both feet together, symmetry. Get back through the stroke. Okay, hang under the armpit, last 10 seconds. Couple more. Okay, good. Okay, nice. So we'll paddle it out here for a little bit. Okay, then we're just going to start to Firm it up again. And we'll do another minute, about 26. Okay, so just starting to firm now. That's 30 seconds off. Good. Okay, starting to firm again. Okay, so we're going to wind this one up to 26, tap it along. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, breathe into it. Stay relaxed. Loose. Okay, feel this flow, the efficiency. Moving the hands around the back, around the back. Remember, just brush the body. Good. Nice, 15 seconds. Pick up the front. Feel the compression. Okay, 2 more. There we go, down. Okay, nice. So by now, you should be starting to feel warm, okay? Just loosening out. Okay, starting to firm it back. Okay, starting to push again. Bring our speeds back. Okay. So we're going to do 45 seconds here at 28. Okay, firm again. Moving in on this one. Now, remember the hands around the back. Good. Get that flow. Once we've pushed, swing, set back through the stroke, hands away, switch off the knees. Nice. 10 seconds. 2 more. And down. Okay, good. So this is sort of what we need to do. Okay, good refresher for everyone. You need to be warming up this much. Okay, when you do short, high intense pieces. Okay, we have to do, got to do the mahi, got to do the work to get us up there, okay? So let's start firming again. So in 15 seconds, I'm going to go up to 30, 32. Okay, just let it happen. Be nice and free with it. We're not focusing on power. We're just letting this all happen. Okay, here we go. And on this one. Now, 30 seconds. Move the hands. Feel the rhythm. Build that pendulum. Okay, and now relax into it. Feel that press. Swing. And down. Okay, really good. So that's us, okay? Now, if you were going to do max pieces starting sort of 34, 36, then just adjust where you start that warm up, okay? So possibly don't need to start at 24, you might want to start at 26 to 28, do a couple of minutes at 30, okay, 30 seconds, 32, 34, okay, same again. The one thing I will say is if you are doing max pieces, okay, just do 15 to 20 seconds, just building the speed and let it happen, okay? We're just gonna try that right now, okay? So just firm it a little bit for me. So the idea for about 10 to 15 strokes, just build the speed, build the speed, build the speed, okay? And rating happens from the speed that we build, okay? So just every stroke, add a little bit more pressure, move the hands a little bit quicker, and then go with that, okay? So in your own, okay, about 15 to 20 strokes, building on this one. Now, so just add, move the hands, get them away. That's it, keep it through, and down. Okay, so that's what I like to call a builder. We've gone right above the rating that we're going to finish on, okay, but it just gives the body an idea. Guess what, buddy? I'll see you up there in about 15 minutes time. Okay, so just about another 20, 30 seconds here, just rolling it out. Okay, good. Take some deep breaths. Remember, breathing's going to be pretty awkward for this piece, for the session today. You might find a pretty good rhythm to start with, okay, but then as we get out of it, we've had a lot of questions over time about breathing, and it's just so individual. You just really got to see it, and if you start doing like a one-to-one beat, you can sort of get to your breathing rhythm rather than your rating rhythm, okay, and that's sort of, it's fine to a point, but then if you're going above that breathing rhythm, then you're like out of sync, okay, so just keep it in the back of your head. If you've got to take a couple of ones, and then you've got to go, and then back into it, because you're out of sync, then you've got to do that, okay? But it's questions come up all the time. I see it all the time. There is no set way that you have to breathe. You've got to find out how it works for you at different ratings, okay? And it's basically just how it is, okay? So I'll keep checking you guys to think about it, that type of thing. But that's how we're going to roll. Okay, so we've done a good warm up. Let's not sit around for too long. Okay, screen setup as always. Just remember as well on your drag, set it where you normally do. If you need to have a play with it, have a play with it. Okay, up and down. If you think you just can't hold ratings when we start getting up here, just pop it down a little bit. Okay, like that much, have a go. Can you free the hands up a bit? Don't worry too much about the speed on screen. I know that we love seeing the good numbers, but if you go slightly slower, like 1 or 2 splits, and the ratings that's down, but the rating's up a little bit, that's okay. Okay, we're starting to get the body used to the rating. Okay, and then we can just pull it back up a tiny little smidgen, halfway back where you came up and down, and then have a go at it. Okay, so have a play with that if you need to. So, but for now, select workout, new workout, intervals, time. It's very easy. We don't have to change the top one. Second one, minute, press tick button, we're good. Okay, so here we go. Quick drink. Lock and load. Okay, so starting at 30 rate for this first one. Remember, free flow, feel the rhythm. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Attention. Go. Okay, so find that rhythm. Remember, don't overpower it. Move with the speed. Machine speed. Okay, hang into it. Good. Long arms. Feel our sequence. Feel that push. Body coming through. Hands moving away. Good. Breathe into it. Open the mouth. All the way. Okay, so take note of your numbers. Remember to keep moving. If we row it out now, we suck it up now, it pays massive dividends when we're up higher. Okay? So we should have a good idea about the rhythm and the flow. So this piece, we're going to build into it. Okay? So remember this, all these pieces we're going to build into it. So when it clicks over 0, we're already on power. We're not going to wait till it says 0 and then go. Okay, so firming now. Okay, ready to go. Okay, and feel that rhythm. Nice and free. Now that we're on it, hang. Long arms. Let's feel this ratio. Push, relax. Work and rest. No tension coming forward. Nice. Loosen the arms, armpit hang, lats. Open the mouth. Good. Holding it smooth all the way. Okay, good. Okay, so take those big breaths. Think about how that went. Okay, we've always in our heads focusing, saying, actually, that felt really good. You might actually be like I was to start with for about the first 15 seconds, where I was like, this rating actually is a little bit high. It was up 31. Felt quite easy. Felt like I had heaps of time. Okay, and that's good. We want to feel that nice, easy rhythm. Remember that everything coming forward, it's all about the rest. Okay, firming, moving in. Yeah. Patience. Feel its compression.
Roll into the front. Seat underneath. It all comes from this chain, taking us forward. Okay, hang as we push. Body opening out with the push. Long arms. Okay, good rhythm. Breathe. Efficiency. Good. Okay. Nice. So, really good start. We're going up in rate, going up to 32. Let's remember, move the hands. Okay, speed of the legs is slightly quicker. Don't focus on how much more push you're giving it. First and foremost, I know, and we all know, you're going to be working hard. Okay, work hard in yourself. Use the efficiency of all the rest of it to get you your speed. Okay, so firming. Remember, building into the line. Here we go. Yeah. Remember, the hands just moving a little bit quicker. Everything's moving faster. Nice. Nice long arms. Chain. Loosen the fingers. Chain drawing us forward. Natural length. Breathe. Good hands. Consistency. Nice. Okay, really good. So, keep moving. Remember, keep moving. I love watching people post videos online doing pieces, and then they're like, oh, yeah, it's hard. I'm like, keep moving, bro. Keep moving. Okay, so remember, when I talk about natural length, we don't want to be coming in and really sort of reaching again for it. If you feel like that's your length there, take it, check it. If you can get the hands a bit free and the seat comes under a bit more, good. Okay, but start naturally. See if you can get a little bit more after that. Firming, building. Good. Hang. Nice, one smooth drive. Both feet together. Right, hang with me. Long arms, body through the middle of the stroke. Legs are pushing everything back. Good. Stay loose. No tension. Good. Breathe. Rhythm. Flow. Good. Okay, so breathe now. These first 30 seconds, Our heart rate's still high, which means it's pumping a lot of blood around the body. As much oxygen as we can. Get it back into the muscles. Okay, so how did that one feel from the last one? I felt a lot freer. I got 2 more meters of speed. It's perfect. Okay, there or thereabouts. So, same again on this one. Move the hands, natural length. Feel that speed. Okay, firming. Remember, as the body pushes through, body comes through with it. Here we go. Good. Nice. Do the hang. And around the finish. Make sure you stay relaxed. Consistent. Good. Holding this. Long arms. Both feet. Around the turn. Good. Okay. Halfway. Okay, suck it in. Run, drink if you can. Okay, so remember my chat at the start. This is the ugly shit, okay? This is the third 500 of a 2K. This is where we're just trying to stay smooth and efficient. So, get out onto speed, maintain, and focus. Here we go. Building, commit to it. Yeah. Good. Move the hands. Both feet. Feel the push. Long arms. Remember, around the front, around the back. Sit back. Jaw flat. Good. Focus the hand. Breathe. Nice. Hold it steamed. Okay, good. Okay, really nice. Sorry. Just making sure we're still on stream. Oh yeah, that's all right. My phone timed out. I'd hate for you guys to miss me. Okay. So, same again. Same focus. Find that rhythm. It's all about your rhythm. Suck it in. Firming. Ready? Let's move into it. Now, the hand speed. Remember, off the front it's a hang. One push, all the way through. One drive. Deep breathe. Consistency. Hands. Loose as we can while we're under pressure. Brush the body. Hands away. Nice. Okay, good. So you'll probably be feeling now, you get to around 30 seconds and you're like, shit. Okay, good. Remember, focus. As easy as we can. It's all about efficiency. Okay, we've all got finite amount of power we can have. If we harness the power, stay efficient, we're going to get the speed. We're going to maintain speed. Okay, firming. Make this one better again. Here we go. Yeah. Pendulum. Metronome. Soft knees. Feet under. Good. Slow. Okay, feel the hang. Press. Body weight. Sit back. Through the stroke. Hang long. Open the mouth. Nice. Okay, good. Suck it in. Okay, remember what I said about drag? Give this one a go. Okay, it will actually feel shorter. Okay, we can't get right out to length at 36. It's pretty impossible. So naturally, feel where the turnaround is, front and back. Keep searching, a little bit more, but hold rhythm. 3 more to go. Okay, let's focus. Let's nail this first one. Firm. Got to move the hands. Yeah. Just get them away. Hang on. Finish. Front of the body. Brush. Okay, hang. Sit back. Breathe. Maintain. Tap. No grab. Focus. Good. Really good. Okay. This is really ugly. We have to make it look pretty. Suck it in now. So with these ones, you're going to find the first 20 seconds is okay, and then it's going to be 40 seconds of just hanging on. Okay, efficient hanging on, move everything, try and stay loose, don't get tense. 2 more to go. Let's nail this one. Better than the last. Moving. Yeah. Around the back. Almost feel like it does finish in front. Don't leave a dent in the chest. Feel the push. Hang. Good. Use the body. Legs. Breathe. Keep it flat. Stay loose. Relax the face. Nice. Okay. Really good. So this is the last one. We're not sprinting it. We are maintaining everything we've done so far. Remember, tension in the face, there's tension in the stroke. Okay, come with me. Yeah, let's do it, team. Train it up, here we go. Yeah. Hang. Both feet. Feel that press. Body weight. Swing. Finish in front. Breathe. Relax the face. That's it. Both feet. Push. Hands around. Nice. Don't stop. Okay. We're all buggered. Just keep moving. Breathe. Okay. Let's really try and get some air into the lungs. Okay, don't have to have any weight behind the handle. In 2 minutes, you'll feel so much better. Okay? So in the meantime, just press your menu button. It's going to save that all into your memory. Okay, then we can just take our time. Just slowly roll it out. If you need a drink, wipe some sweat, just do it at the same time. Okay, so I'm feeling slightly better, I'm still puffed. But that workout, as I mentioned at the start, was really designed around you feeling like shit, okay, under the pump, but trying to stay as efficient as possible, because that's the ugly part of your piecework, okay, when you're doing a test. And it's how you manage yourself when it's ugly, when you can't give any more power and you've just got to try and tap it along and feel that ease of rhythm. Okay, and I think we did that pretty well. And making sure the hands are moving. What you might find, and I find it especially up around when I'm in the efficient zone, is it does feel like I'm just brushing around the body. Okay, I don't even feel like I'm in and away. Okay, it comes in and I'm just like out. Because going from here and doing that, easy, efficient. Doing that, tension, zero more speed. No more speed. Okay, and especially at this, when we're doing low stuff, the longer you can hold on to the pressure, yes. But all the pressure is created through there at high rating, and this is about us getting back out and over. Any of this, you start to do that, he goes forward a bit, or then we're like, I've got to get out of the back, okay? Rather than being able to do that as much as possible, which is what happens when we just almost let it go. Okay, and that's what I talk about around the back. Just let the hands go. Even now, hands are just away, okay? So just keep paddling it out. We've got to do 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, otherwise we're just not going to feel very good at all. So those middle ones, like, you can go back and have a look at all your splits. I'm pretty sure I went a meter further in all the 32, all the 34, 2 of the 36, and on the last one, I think I went 3 meters quicker. Okay, so ultimately, if we're working on things, we should be about the same. If we're a couple of meters slower, that's fine. If we're quite a lot higher or quite a lot lower, okay, that's fine as well, because it means that we were working on things. We know what is working, what isn't working. Okay, but the idea, which I've said a few times, is consistency. Try and hold that as consistent as you can. Once you're onto a speed, just maintain that number, okay, and feel what changes that number. Okay, a bit slow around the front, numbers dropped. A bit quicker, numbers got faster. Okay, hands around the back, rating went up a bit, cool. Okay, so all of these little things that you put into it are going to help you in the long run. Just really get a really good understanding about your rowing, okay, and places that work well for you, things that don't. Because ultimately we're all going to test ourselves at some point, say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Okay, and sessions like this are going to allow you to find, and I think that's sort of my forte, is finding the rhythm, the focus, the flow, okay, and that technique sequence that's going to get you into that position. Now, the really high intense stuff, it's really individual, really individual, okay, because some people have really good explosive power, other people not so much, you know, they rate a little bit lower, and I'm sure there's quite a few people that will like, just can't hit 36, okay, and that's fine. If you can't hit 36, that's fine, okay. Trying to push you up there as much as we can, because ultimately, if you want to do like a 500 meter or a minute or something like that on the to your logbook, and rank yourself against other people in your age or your weight category, then you have to rate pretty high, okay? Not a lot of people that have the power to rate sort of 28 and be able to muscle it along, okay? We've got to find as much rate, got to find the crossover between the rate and the power, okay? Obviously, rate low, power high, other ways like this. So we're trying to find that real equal part where we're on it together, okay? If you're still feeling pretty shit, just keep warming down, okay? I'm probably going to jump on the bike in a minute, turn on some PGA Championship, see if Phil can win. I'm going to have to get an update on that shortly. But other than that, okay, really, really solid session just to really push you along. Okay, another one for the memory banks to go back. Okay, this session's, if we put it into a perspective, this session would probably be good sort of about 2 to 3 weeks out from, probably 3 weeks out from, like if you were going to do, say, a 2K, because it just starts to teach you that efficiency under pressure, as I mentioned before, okay, and trying to maintain as much as possible. You know, your outright sprint stuff comes probably in that 2 week, last week before, you know, good 500 punch out, good 1,000 meter punch out, whatever. But this is building up, finding your rate, finding your efficiency, seeing where you sit, and really going from there, okay? So that's just something to keep in mind if you're using some of these workouts going forward, that type of thing. Thanks, Eric. Awesome. John, first time I was able to complete a high-speed workout all the way through. Choice. Good work. Frederick, thanks, Eric. Could not keep up this time. Okay, look, honestly, it's fine. And this is the thing, that if training is all about finding what you can and can't do, okay, if I wasn't as fit as I am, yeah, I'd be like, okay, I only can do 9. Or if you're really just starting out, 6. 6 is enough, okay? You know, do your warm-up, good cool down. You've still done some good time on the machine, good fitness, that type of thing. And it is just understanding. And that's why when we've done some sort of 40 minutes, you know, like say 4 10-minute pieces in the past or whatever we've done, like if you only can do 20 minutes, that's fine. If you can only do 30 minutes, that's fine. If you can do all the way, that's cool. Okay, but it's really just getting an understanding and trying to push yourself as much as possible, but at the same time, knowing when you've got to call it a day. Okay, because that's as simple as it comes. Knowing ourselves, knowing what we can and what we're capable of doing is one of my biggest philosophies. John, your comment about natural length was very, very relaxed and not tense up. Yeah, and that's one thing. Like we sort of spoke about it a few times before, but when you're getting high rate, like if we went up to 40, I reckon I'd be about here. Just because you can't get up to here and try and rate 40. It's just too long. Okay, but you've got to find that rhythm. And if it's really short, then you actually want to try and speed up and get a little bit more, because ultimately the longer length you can do, the longer and more power you can generate. But when you're trying to hit that speed, it's what I was just saying before about sort of the power to the rate, you've got to find where that sits, okay? And it's the only way to look at it and understand it and find out what your natural length is at those ratings is to do pieces like this and just really try and get out there, okay? And that's why if you ever watch rowing on TV, or even if you watch people doing sprint pieces on the erg, if you see videos, you know, people, whatever, a lot of time it's really short, okay? And that's fine for short periods of time, okay? But if you're just beating it along at sort of 42 for like a 500 and you're not really getting the length for it, you might be able to go faster by bringing the rate back to like 38, having a bit more length and a bit more of your body, okay? And we're not talking about leg power, we're talking about the whole thing, the whole legs and body, that whole swing. And if you get that sequence right, you go fast, okay? Whereas if you're just punching legs down and just really belting the body back, it does work, but you can get really, really hammered by it, okay? Sammy, thanks. Love the speed work. Yeah, once it's over, same, ditto. It's just the way it rolls. Okay, awesome. Thanks, team. Really good. Great workout. Thanks for coming.
We're back to the earlier time next week. Yeah, as I say, it was a good workout. It was very, very solid. So just make sure if you need to, go for a walk, sit on a bike, that type of thing, because probably not until a few hours now, you'll get out of a chair and you'll go, oh shit, actually, that's a bit rough. That must have been from this morning. Okay. And so ultimately just make sure, warm down, more the merrier, eat well, hydrate well, job done. Okay. Simple as that. So until next week, stay safe, social distance, wear a mask, do what you need to. Flare-ups all around the world. It's crazy. It's the new world we live in. But from me and the team at Asensei, thank you very much. And we'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.